guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Cayo Perico Heist series, and today we're going to be going over approach vehicles. Now, as you can see, there are various different approach vehicles which you can choose from, but you only need to choose one for each heist prep. Now, the very first one is the Kosatka submarine, and this is the best for a newcomer and the best for silent and sneaky approach. There's only one setup mission, and you can infiltrate the island through multiple locations, but this approach is the best to use the drainage tunnel, which takes you right into the compound, meaning you don't have to go from your infiltration point through the island and avoid guards to the main compound. It takes you into the main compound area. Next up we have the Alkonos, and the Alkonos is a parachute jump onto the island. Now there's two setup missions for this, and it's definitely something to try if you want to parachute into the island and then make your way up to the compound. Next up guys, we have the Velum. Now the Velum is an airplane that's going to land us on the main airstrip on the top edge of the map. You're going to have to work your way from the top edge of the map towards the compound, which is towards the bottom. Now the Velum is good to use if you want to loot any of the secondary target at the airstrip, and there's a lot guys, but I would agree with all the YouTubers who say that this isn't one approach to use if you're doing the solo. Next up we've got the stealth helicopter, and this requires two setup missions. Now you can only use the stealth helicopter if you scoped out the bottom drop zone, which is towards the right bottom of the map. Now this infiltration point is probably one of the closest to the main compound area. It's not within the compound area, but it's really close. And guys, lastly we have the two boats, the patrol boat and the long fin. Each requires one setup mission. Now remember, you only need one of these if you want to use this method. Now the biggest difference is the patrol boat has guns mounted on it, while the long fin has no guns on it. And what's great about the boats is that you can infiltrate the island through different points, and you can use the boat to get to your next point, which means that you can first go to your secondary loots, get your secondary loots, get back into the boat and go to another part of the island. So we're going to choose the Kosatka approach, which is the easiest approach for a solo player or a newcomer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel to the location. So we're going to hop into the driver's seat and we're going to pull up our map and just check where we're going to. Now this can spawn in 3 locations. Are we right here? Okay, cool. This is close to Palito Bay. So you can either get it here in Palito Bay, or you can get it in Fort Segundo or Mount Godo, which is on the right and opposite side of the map. Now once we're in the general location of where the yellow spot is that we need to go to, we're going to want to drive the submarine towards that spot. Now our main target is the Merriweather submarine that is below the ocean level, and we'll see that there is a helicopter which is above there and 3 boats which are circling above the submarine that is below water level and protecting it. What we need to do is we need to go to our periscope and shoot missiles and take these submarines, or rather these helicopters and these boats out, so that it frees the way for us to jump down and go to the submarine itself. And should we get killed and we get put back onto a speedboat, that we won't be shot at before we go back down below water. Now as we approach the yellow spot, you see we're going to have to make a really tight turn here, but the aim is to try to get the submarine towards the middle of the yellow circle so that it'll bring us closest to the submarine that's below water level. Then we're just going to jump out and dive to the submarine itself. Now if your lung capacity skill is really low here, you're going to run out of air. This is an excellent way to up that lung capacity skill, or just use scuba gear, which is available in your submarine when going down. Now as soon as we're in a submarine, we see that there's a left and right doorway that's in front of us. If you look at the left end door, this door is going to take us to the main bridge area. If your signal jammer spawns in this bridge area, this is the easiest mission to get. We steal it and we just head back and go up the stairs and back up into the submarine. If we don't spawn it in the bridge area, we'll have to come back to the spot and go towards the right area to the other 2 spots that it could be in. Now as soon as you go through the left hand side door, you'll see that there's a room in front of us. Now I'm going to kill myself here to show you what happens when you die in this mission. But I also do throw sticky bombs in the next room just to clear out any guards that may be in the next room, so that I don't have to shoot them out and they don't shoot me back. Now when we respawn, you'll see that we respawn on a speedboat. And had we not taken out the helicopters and boats, initially they would shoot at us right now and deplete our health. So once you drive back towards the middle of the yellow spot, you just jump back in and swim back to the yellow spot, and that's going to take you back into the submarine. Now, as soon as we go back into the left hand side door, you can see that there is one guy that's by this doorway, which we're not going to get. Now, there is another guy on the right hand side, which you can't see on the screen, but that he was essentially taken out by the bomb itself. So I'm just going to stay quiet and you can watch my approach here. Whoa guys, that was way too close. So if we do spawn the signal jammer in the main bridge area, which is this area here, we spawn it where the blue arrow is. Now you can see that it's not here, so we're gonna have to make our way back to the spot where we were at and go through the right door. Now guys, this is the second spot that the solar jammer could be at. Now we can see it's not spawned here, so it's in the last spot, which is in the torpedo room. So just follow my pathway and watch my average gaming skills. And there she is, boys. That's the solar jammer. So you'll see it immediately. It's a little box with a little screen and a green arrow on top. Now I would also shoot this the wooden box in front of us. That's going to give us health, and I'll show you where to get the bulletproof vest from, which we can get actually on our way to the spot. I just didn't get it on my way. Now the wooden box in front of us is where the body armor is, and I actually should have gotten this when I was in this room, shooting out the guy on top and the guy at the bottom. I actually forgot about that. So guys, like, definitely grab it like on your way towards the solar jammer and not on your way out. And once we're through the yellow marker, we're out of the submarine, and all we have to do is swim back to our submarine, which you can check on the map, and just jump in, and that's the end of the mission. Now if we don't park our submarine either on the surface of the water or bring the submarine down close towards the other submarine, two attack buzzards come and just hails bullets on us. So that's why I prefer just having the submarine close, where we just have to jump into the submarine and the mission is over. And there we go. After some average gaming and some really close calls, mission complete. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please click on like and consider subscribing. And episode 4 to come soon. Cheers guys.